You know, folks, I was thinking about doing this yesterday, but I figured, you know, I'm not going to give that person or those individuals the satisfaction as a chance. Just yet. Not yet. Because you see, these people, they know exactly who the fuck they are. You know, yesterday, some people say you need a good laugh to uh, basically get your day going. You know what I'm saying? And boy, did I get a good laugh yesterday, folks. See, there's an individual, we'll call him SG41 or whatever his name is. SG, if you will. And SG decides to come out, I guess, for the second time and rant on me. But it was only a matter of time before I knew somebody would want to come out and question me. I only knew it was a matter of time. You know why? You know why I knew it was only a matter of time, folks? Because SG and people like him have no fucking idea. He wants to come out. One of the things he wants to point out is the fact that he said he complains that my videos shouldn't take basically 10 to 30 minutes. That my videos shouldn't take 10 to 30 minutes. Well, SG, let me ask you this. How many folders on your computer do you have? Of pictures? Of the comic book scans? Pictures you downloaded off DeviantArt and other Sonic related websites? How many folders do you have? I have about, 4 or 5 folders worth. And I use those folders to find the exact right scene to put on that video. Now you say it shouldn't take that long to make. Here's the thing. When I make fan vids, nowadays, I use the 1080p option, the M2TS file. That's what I use. Now you may say to yourself, well, that shouldn't take too long to render. Let me give you a little bit of an explanation. The room I'm standing in right now, this room is the rec room. This is where the computer that has Windows 7 is located. The computer I'm using right now for this webcam. The computer in my room is a computer that's older than this, and it still has Windows XP. And that computer has been through more shit than you can imagine. That is why it takes a little longer, because mine's older than this one, than the one right now. And have you ever rendered anything in 1080p? Have you ever done a fan vid in 1080p? Have you ever done that? No, you haven't. No, you haven't. So you have no idea how long it takes to finalize. You want to know how long it takes? It all depends on the length of your video. If it's a 2.5, 3.5, 2.5 minute video, it probably takes an hour and a half to render. If it's a 3.5, probably 2.5. 3.5 minutes, it probably takes 2 hours to render. It all depends on the length of the video and the song. Because you see, there's a lot of options that you could choose from. A lot of options you could choose from. You know what those options are, my friend? You know what those options are? I'll tell you what those options are. Those options are either have it in regular stereo or 5.1 surround sound. Either choose it to stay at its default setting of good or put it to best. In other words, resolution. Get what I'm saying? Because obviously you don't. And then for SG to come out and say that I have a fetish for a certain character? No, 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 no. See, I don't have a fetish for a certain character. Because if I did, every single fucking video on my YouTube channel, every single fucking piece of artwork at DeviantArt that I have on my DeviantArt account, as well as my Affiliate account, every fucking piece of artwork would be nothing but her. Alright? Would be nothing but her. And you know what? That's not the case, is it? That's not the case, is it? And then you want to come out and say I sound like an idiot. That I don't script, I don't edit. That I walk out while I do a video. Yeah, I've had people tell me I should edit that out. But you know what? I stick by my guns. I stick by my guns when I say this. And I've said it once, I'll say it again, and hopefully you can fucking get it through your skulls. I am a straight ass shooter. In other words, if I make a mistake, or I walk out of the picture, like I'm doing now, I don't make up for it. I leave it as it is. Look, I'm not a perfectionist. God knows I'm not. But the truth is, I'm me, whether you like it or not. And you know, it's because of people like you, SG, that makes me think that perhaps, some of you, people like you, want the comic a certain way. Now, I'll grant you this. You come out and you admitted to the world that Sally has a great backstory. And in a sense, you kind of admitted that you like the character. But yet, you want to bash those like myself for what we say and do. You know, I could have saved this rage for yesterday and really let loose. Because I had, basically, if you watch my vlog over this past weekend, I have not had a good weekend, okay? The fact is, you want to come out and you want to tell me that I'm an idiot for what I do, for what I say. Let me ask you this. When you were reading the Iron Dominion arc, if you read it at all, if you read the Iron Dominion arc over a year or so ago, were you the one that came out and told every single person, hey, don't worry, that Monkey Kong, Princess Sally, flirtation, attraction, whatever, that's only for the arc, that's only for this story arc and then it's over? Were you the one that said that? Were you the one that predicted it? No, I did. And look, I make no bones about the fact that I've been banned off message boards. When I was banned off Ian Flynn's message board, yeah, maybe I did a few things I shouldn't have done. But I still look at it like this. I still look at it at the fact that I was getting close to the truth, to what he was about to do. I was getting close to predicting almost everything he had planned. That's why I got tossed. In my honest opinion. That's why I got tossed. And as far as Sonic Stadium goes, they can toss me once, they can't toss me twice. Because I can either register from here again, or I can register from a Wi-Fi signal like say at McDonald's, and they can't toss me. Yeah, I may have put video after video up all the time. But here's the truth. Sometimes in today's media, video gets over more than text. And you know what? I've given the Sega forum, the people at the Sega forum, they complain that I put too many videos. I've given the people at the Saturday Morning Sonic forums, the Saturday AM Sonic forums, I've given people, heck, if I was still part of them, I would give the Mobius forum, and I have. I would give the Sonic Stadium, and I have text messages. But you know what I always get in return, Sega Genesis? Yeah, I'm calling you, that's the name, SG, Sega Genesis, whatever you call yourself. You know what I get? I always get people telling me, hey, give me the abbreviated version. Hey, I give you what you want and you want the abbreviated version? You know what that tells me, SG? It tells me they don't know how to make up their minds sometimes. But that's okay. That's fine. They want the abbreviated version, fine. But that's why I also do videos. Yeah, some of my videos may go 15 minutes, like this might. But you know what? At least it gets the point across. The truth is, SG, if you don't know your facts, don't say anything. And if you don't like my videos, why the fuck are you even watching? What? To make yourself feel better? To make yourself feel better? You know, going back to what I was saying moments ago, when people like you attack people like me, it almost makes me think that people like you want the comic a certain way. And you know what? If you want the comic a certain way, if you want to say, hey, we want the game characters to focus more often. We want one issue at least to look like it's a level from the game. And, you know, if that's what you want, you know what? Write the people. Or write your own fan fiction. And, you know, as far as my fan vids go again, let me explain something. Let me explain something to you. Yeah, let me explain something to you. I don't just do comic book fan vids. I do AMVs too. And you know what? Those take a heck of a lot longer sometimes because you got to use actual moving files, if you will, to make it happen. Okay? And sometimes, because my computer is the oldest, sometimes a program like Vegas Studio, like Vegas 7, if you will, or this ULED video studio I have, sometimes they will crash. And here's why. It's either because of two things. It's thinking too much, I'll give it that, or the Norton antivirus program is running at that same time and it's messing things up. But either way, you take those two exceptions out. And it takes a while because you got to get the right files and you got to get the right pictures. And again, it takes time to render. And if you're doing 1080p on Vegas 7, it takes a hell of a long time to render. Well, not a hell of a long time. It just takes a couple of hours. All right? And if you want to know why I'm stepping out a picture, I'm checking my time because I only have 15 minutes. But you should understand. Get your facts straight before you say anything. All right? Now, again, you have the right to rant and rave all you want. But Sega Genesis, SG, please, I ask of you, get your facts straight before you say anything. Okay? Thank you. Anybody else had a problem? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about what he had to say. I'll provide a link to his video.